You open the chart of Nasdaq, just check it out. How is it moving? Check out where your supports are. 12,800, further at 12,600. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 at 12,600. Where are you currently? 12,925. So 12,800 is also a very strong support. Go slightly higher up. That's it. 12,800. Look at the hits, the wick hits 1 and 2. And it bounces back from 12,800, which is just this year only. That is January 11th. So there is a high possibility that normally markets don't fall for so many days at a stretch. You have had 5 red days. That's almost a week. So there is a very strong bounce expected. I would expect it on Monday second half. Monday second half would definitely be a bounce back, which in market parlance they call a dead cat bounce. So Monday second half should be a bounce.
Sir, you brought smile on my face, trust me.
I'm glad I did that. But yes, Monday you can definitely expect him. Monday second half will be a dead cat bounce. It will bounce back. Nasdaq will bounce back, yes.
See, your words are bringing Josh. It's gonna bounce back. Wait.
Just fire up, just fire the cylinders and buy what you want. Monday around lunch, buy. What is the last candle, the high and the low of last candle?
So last candle high is
13,167 and 12,845. So 150 points there and 150 points there. 300 points. So that makes it almost at 13,000 as the average price. So 13,000 plus 300 points, about 1330. Possibly Tuesday, Wednesday, 1330. 13,300. Tuesday, Wednesday, 13,300.
13,300 is like at this level.
Yeah. Giving it 2.5 days or 3 days to work.
Do you want to see TSX as well?
Might as well do that. But that is the way that is the target I play on.
So TSX has its correction. I think TSX, yeah, TSX might start reversing on Monday itself.
Monday itself, because the reason is that your Reddit, are they also affecting TSX also? Are they trading on the stocks?
BlackBerry is there.
BlackBerry is one, but BlackBerry anyway, I have my reservations. I can talk of it.
So I think TSX has found its support and we might see TSX green.
Next support will be around 17,200. Higher up. That's it.
Yeah.
Next support is 17,200, which is just about 100 points, 120 points away.
So again, TSX might also start moving up.
That's why I said Monday morning
second half.
a green red candle. Monday morning would be a red candle, and post lunch they will start picking up, because by that time the dust would have settled. People would have forgotten about the dip they had last week, and they will go back into the fresh week. Always look at dips, such corrections, as a reason to buy. Pick up your stocks which have not fallen in the dip for the last 1 week. Can you do that on the screener, Kamal, which you are doing on a weekly basis screener? Which stocks have gained the most in 1 week, in the last 1 week?
Okay, so I'll just remove. Okay.
Just open a new tab.
Yeah, it's here.
Just open a new tab and see which is the one with last 1 week, which has given you good positive returns.
Without looking, it would be GameStop, AMC.
I
Uh,
really would not know, but I'm not looking at those stocks, but I'm looking at
on
because that is the one which will give you stocks in the last 1 week have gained even after the fall. They would be worth entering in now because they would be strong stocks.
above or equal, just kept above equal 5.
And then now, and then do a percentage change. All right.
Sorted with weak performance.
Now you change your volume, take it to 750 or 100,000. That gives you liquidity.
TFFI
426.
426.
Now, if you look at these stocks which haven't fallen, the market was falling, they have the volume, they give you the percentages, and now you can choose which one you want to pick up.
So do you think these will still continue further?
If in falling market they're holding, and we are expecting Monday second half to go up, shoot up, will they fall?
I think looking at this, it might continue further because it has already had 3 red days out of 4. So I think you're right. It can continue further. Maybe it might open down and then
And then go up
yeah.
because the volumes have just shot up about 1 week back, and it was a green volume shoot up on the 25th of Jan.
Right. So if we just look
This
at
is just one. I mean, we can. The idea is it gives you an idea that in the falling market they were holding on to it.
true.
Oh, look at the volume. Last week was 1 week volume, unbelievable volume.
I'll convert this to 4.4 million. It's
So
almost
that is what you call you do a price volume analysis. The entire stock market works only on two fundamentals: price and volume, and nothing else. Every indicator is only on these two fundamentals: price and volume. Pick up some more stocks from the screen, you will get them better.
I think it's moving at its all-time high.
No, that's understandable. That is only TFI. What about the other stocks?
Yeah, just this.
So which we have picked up on the screener.
Yeah,
No, picked up on the screener.
I'm just adding that. Yeah. So from the screener, next is FR, and I think I had mentioned about this stock sometime.
It's a gap up.
Yes, it's a huge gap up.
And this gap up will not get filled in the next 2 or 3 days, definitely. It will take time. Gap ups don't get filled in that fast. You check out any other gap up, it will never get filled in so fast. Take it
All-time
to
high was 24.9.
24 is the highest, na? 25 is
20,
high.
yeah, close to 20.
Now you take it to your day chart. What is the closing?
So last closing was 23.07.
So if I take it at 23 also, or I take it at 20 and I keep a target of 25 or 24, what is the profit I'm going to get?
So
$4.
on a $21.
$4, I get $4 profit on a $20 purchase.
Yes.
What is my return? 20%?
Yes.
20%.
20.
So in a short duration of only or less than a week, if you're getting 20%, I should not be more greedy. So buy on 20, which is dipping at, or buy it on 22 also. 22 to 24 is a 10% return. But this is silver corp. I think they are into precious metals. So I would stay away. No,
No, it's still doing good.
it's still doing good here. Even gold would do well because when the market falls, people will start buying gold. Hedge funds will buy gold immediately.
Right.
I think silver stocks were the Reddit effect.
That's why these 2 days it has had a huge gap up and then it opened high and then dropped down because the market was going down. So maybe it has stopped.
So you can imagine the last 2 days which you were dropping, market was dropping. He was showed a gap up and he maintained a gap up position. He maintained a up position.
So we'll take one more from here.
One more, yeah. Just let's only take in this and then let's move on to your other stocks.
Right. So this Voyager, it had a gap up opening, but then it was pulled down to close midway at 8.26, but it still has upside potential. So I think again it might open lower and then push up.
Yeah.
So buy price around 7.5 or 7.2.
Now, what is the low of the previous day?
Low of the previous day was
7.52.
So
And it's a doji,
yeah,
pure doji.
so do you suggest a buy price at 7.5 with a target of 9.5?
9 or 9.5.
Yeah, okay.
Yes, I would be buy at 7.6, not even 7.5, 7.6. I don't want to take a chance.
Mhm.
Buy at 7.6, target of 9. I would not even wait for 9.5. I would get out at 9. And I would do that tomorrow only. Monday only this trade will get over.
So would you wait for this to buy around afternoon or at the start of market
I
you will
would
put a limit order?
I would put a limit order at 7.6. If it gets filled in before lunch, good. Otherwise, around 1:30, I would enter at whatever price it is ruling at. If it is less than 8. If it is above 8, I will skip this trade.
Okay.
If it is less than 8,
Mhm.
I would place order at 7.6 as a limit buy for Monday morning. If it executes, I will put my sell order also at about 9.2 to be executed possibly by Monday or Tuesday. In case if by noon or by 1 at lunch, if my order is not executed, I will take a quick visit at the stock, see what the ruling price is. If the ruling price is less than 8, I would enter in blindly. So I would enter at 8 and get out at 9.2. That gives me $1.20 on an $8 script.
Yes. Okay. I think Ashwani has said if we can look at WDO as well. It's in gold mines. So it was on downtrend and this last 2 sessions it has started moving up. Last 3 sessions. And it can go up to 11.5 if you are already into it, or if you are not, then you could still enter at this mid Bollinger price if it is around
Yes.
9.8. So
9.8.
yeah, you could enter around 9.8 for a target of 11 or
11.50 also.
11.40. Yeah.
11.30, 11.50, yeah.
Welcome. Okay. Thank you, Vivek sir, for your
Most
insights
welcome.
on that one. Let's move on to LSPD. We have been discussing this from 2 weeks, and it was at good buy price around Thursday and on Friday as well. But again, because of the market trend, the lower Bollinger Band has also bent downwards, and it would reach the buy price which we had discussed about 2 weeks back, under $80. This was close to 80. Its low was 81.19. So as Vivek sir mentioned, on Monday, second half, if it starts going up, uh, you could set a buy order around $80 or under 80. I think we had discussed about buy price of 75 to $80. So looking at this support around 79.5, you could set a buy limit so that once the market starts going up, uh, your buy limit, if it executes by afternoon, it's well and good. Otherwise, you could buy around afternoon so that when it starts going up, you are already into it. Right, Vivek sir?
Yeah, perfect. Stop loss of 71 or 72, whatever.
Yeah,
71. Yeah,
71.5.
71. Stop loss 71. We've discussed this earlier.
Yeah. Okay, let's see if we can cover CTS. CTS. CTS again almost touch its support. This
$5.
supported, yeah, $5, but didn't touch yet. So you could keep your buy order at this.
Monday it gets again.
Yeah, a buy. You could keep your limit buy order at 4.95 with a stop loss at 4.3, 4.35,
That will be perfect.
and with the target of 6.5. So entering at 4.95 and a target of 6.5, almost more than $1.5.
$1.50, 150 cents. So 1:2.
Right. On a
60 cent is a stop loss and 150 is a target. 150 cents is a target.
right, on a $5 stock. Even Williams R is almost in,
Flattened out.
yeah,
Zero. So what is it? 78,
minus 81.
81.
Yeah. This is one of the Ahsan's findings amongst MTRX and BB. So he has been sharing in group 1 that it has great potential. So for those who are looking to enter this, I am still eyeing at under $2. Um, this has been forming its 52-week high. Before it gets listed in the US stock market, I am seeing if it can reach 1.9. So I have kept a buy limit at 1.89, and the stop loss for that is this 1.78. It's a very small stop loss considering the stock price as well. But as Asan has been mentioning, it has a high potential in quick time because it might get listed in the US stock market. So those who are looking, Vivek sir, would you have a different opinion for the buy price?
No. I think we already discussed this earlier, and we had the same thoughts.
Yes.
Also, if you look at it, it is not reaching the 2020 EMA.
Yeah.
20 EMA is very far away, and that is where you want to buy it at. That is the mid-Bollinger Band.
Right. So this might start bending upwards, as we are seeing that last week when we were discussing, it was around this price, right? So I'm also watching and modifying my buy price. So if someone wants to be little lenient, maybe a buy price of 194. If someone really wants to get into this, because it has touched this week twice and almost the closing price was around 195. So 1.95 if someone wants to enter it.
Very true.
And the stop price would still remain the same at 1.78. Okay, so let's move on. Blue. Blue, it had gone up around this time and now it's dropping further again. It all depends on how market trend is. I won't be surprised if it drops down again on Monday first half and then starts moving up from its support around this price where it traded for a long time around $3.974. So if someone is looking to enter this price of around 3.92, considering that it has had a continuous almost 2 weeks of red days. Here it tried to reverse, but again it closes lower. So an entry of around 3.92 with a target, though it touched $6 this around 5.64. If we look back, it had a huge gap down here, so it has a potential to close this gap down. So if you are entering close to $4, you could expect a target price of $6 because it already touched this 5.6 when it had gone up around on this day. So I'm expecting the next target next time when it goes up, it should touch $6. So a buy price of around 3.92 and a target of $6, which is what I'm looking at blue. Vivek sir,
No, you are right.
Great.
You're right.
Thank you. So let's go to CGX. CGX. Vivek sir, are you holding this?
I'm still holding it.
Thank you, sir. We both are in the same boat.
I'm holding it since a long time.
Same here, sir. Same here.
I'm also in very good profits. Small
Again,
quantity but
same.
good profits.
Again, same. I saw almost up to like 40% profit in this. I didn't sold it.
Exactly.
I think Mohit, you could create a post in WSB and then this might also run like BlackBerry because it's also being in overs. It was also in oversold because of the
CGX, if I may say, this is my second trade in this same counter. My earlier trade was on an earlier counter, same thing. I got out. I re-entered this trade at 8.58.
Yeah, same thing. I was entered at around 6, and then I got out around 8:30, 8:25, then re-entered at 9.
Hmm.
nice. So Vivek sir, your inputs on
Ajay,
this.
I've already shared it on the group so often. I've even given you my targets on group.
So would you recommend someone to wait for it to drop further, or is it good entry point around
Now the entry point
20?
would be around 9.7,
You know, this is what even I was looking around 9.6.
9.6, 9.7,
Yeah.
with a top of about 8.75. Stop of 8.75, 9.7, target, open targets.
12, 11.9, 12.
Open. Now look at 12 or even higher.
Okay.
I did not sell at 12, yeah, so why should I say talk of it now?
Okay.
I mean, I will give you exactly the same trade which I will continue taking.
All right.
Let me search what my targets were. Let's see.
Sir, will sell it at 14, sir.
16.
14.
Ah,
1 second. Don't put me. I'll tell you what targets I've issued for that already. 1 second. I don't mind.
So on weekly chart, I see it is it can reach 16.5,
1640, yeah.
16, 1640, 1650.
CGX, my targets. CGX, my first target is 1350, next is 2050.
Oh, even higher. So let me see.
oh, wow.
1350 and 2050.
Yeah, around. So Vivek sir is covering this gap down. So this gap down low was 2040
Yeah, I expect that
or
gap to be,
2050.
and I'll dispose it off immediately.
So what's the first target you mentioned, Vivek sir?
1350.
1350.
It was 12. From 12, I converted it to 1350. That is why we were talking over there. Then I converted it to 1350 to close this gap, which you were just watching.
Mhm.
That gap gets closed 2050.
Right. So I was thinking the next target, looking at this weekly chart, could be at 1650, and then the next target which you mentioned of 2050.
Yeah. If 2050 gets taken out, then the target is 32, 33.
Yeah, but this would be quite long term.
That is long term. Because you are looking weekly chart, it goes long term.
Yeah. Okay.
And a disclaimer that I'm getting a lot of pressure to sell.
Pressure.
Yeah, the person, my son is pressurizing me. He said, Dad, you're making good money. Let's get out.
Okay. Right. So in my view, I still
I had
16.
also entered Goose, which is giving me good money.
Okay,
Yeah, Goose is also giving me good money. Even after falling markets, it gave me a good return. It's still giving me good returns.
so have you exited this week, or you're still
No,
holding?
Goose I have not yet exited. Goose, my entry point is 39.
Okay.
Exact 39.02, 39.
So maybe on this this candle you would have entered, I guess.
I'll have to check out what date I entered.
So for those who are already holding it, I think it's good to continue holding. And
Yeah. Not good to
since
enter now.
yeah,
Entry point is only be around 40. 40 or 39, whatever you deem it fit.
yeah, the entry price would be for $40, 39.9 $40, and uh, next target, since it has touched this support, I would expect it around 47.8. For 47.75 could be the next target.
Yes, very comfortably.
Okay, I'm just rushing because we are almost
Yeah,
over.
please. I'm sorry.
No worries.
Your CGX tempted me to open up my trade also.
No problem. Okay, so LAZR, it's on downtrend and it's still not in oversold position. So if you are looking to enter this, maybe it would be better to wait for some more time with and a buy price of the lower Bollinger Band. Buy price looks to be good as it's touching multiple candles or it's big. So 29.1
Yes.
or 29.2 could be a good entry point for this. It's just that the band is getting narrow. So the from upside point of view, if you're entering at 29 for a target of 30, 36, 37, around $8 profit.
That's almost 40% profit.
Yeah, even though this band looks narrow, but it's around $8 profit is good at this price. Yeah, so just watch for few more days and then enter around this price, around 29. FCL is doing good. Now on correction, so it has had a good rally from November and has good potential to go further, especially with this EV sector booming. So a buy price for this, I think if someone is looking to enter early, a small position at this support level around 18.10 or 18, and then can increase your position if it drops to $14, 14.3 with a stop loss at 11.4 if you are entering at this. I would say a better entry would be this price 13.5. Yeah, this looks to be a better entry 13.6 with a stop at 11. But since it's on uptrend, I feel it might not drop below the 20 moving average. So if someone is looking to enter in a small position, small entry at 18, and then you can increase your, you can have majority of your positions at this price, around 13.6.
You could also enter around 17 with a stop of about 1550. Yeah. Yeah, at the mid Bollinger. So that is why 17, which
Okay.
gives you 6% higher entry with a stop of 1570 or 1550. Yeah, that's
Okay.
it. 1520,
15.
50.
Okay. Great.
Because keeping your 20 EMA Bollinger Band only in view, I've asked you to enter at 17.
Yeah, I was expecting that in next trading session, this band might
Ah.
move little up. So we might,
That is the reason why you put 18 as an entry point.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah. So at this point, you're right. So maybe if it drops down further, and this band might move
Mm.
a little further up. That's always.
Yeah, 18 would also be a good entry point. 18 to 24.
Yeah.
That's $6 jump.
It can go further because if you see,
It will go further. It will go further because it is currently ruling above the 20-day EMA,
yeah, so it has
above the
not.
mid band. So it will go further. It will climb.
uh, if you see from November, it has not crossed the mid Bollinger Band at all. Just touched here and then continued moving up. Had some good news being released from the company consistently. Okay, so I think this is one of a good stock to enter at $18 price level. Now BXL, this is another stock which Hassan had highlighted. It had gone up, but it's on correction. So if someone is looking to enter, I think the price target for this was by one of the firm was raised to $4. That's why it had started going up, which still holds good. So if you are okay to enter, a buy price close to $2 looks to be good for this, and an immediate target of around 2.5, and then you could hold your remaining positions for $3 or $4 target. It's a good company, has some positive news around it. Yes. Vivek sir, do you think it's okay? Entry point of
Yeah,
1.9.
yeah. I think your entry points are good.
Great. Thank you. So let's go to PLTR. PLTR. It had big green candles. This initial part of the week was good, and then it has started correcting. So those who were able to exit, good. Or otherwise, if you're still holding, it's still good to hold for long term. You could increase your positions if it continues on this correction, and new entry or someone who is thinking to increase the position could enter around this $29 could be a entry point, and if it continues further down, then at 23.5, 23.3 would be entry with much bigger quantity, and this you could hold for long term. For this, the stop loss would be $2 stop loss at $21. 21 could be stop loss if you are buying in bigger quantity at 23.3. Yes. Next is LTE. LT. After this 90% up, it has gone on correction and is almost at mid Bollinger level. So I was looking at a buy price of 1.8 on this. Most likely it looks to me that it's almost reaching its oversold position. So maybe on Monday, like we discussed for the other stocks, in the second half it might start moving up. So if you buy at around 0.18 and for a target of an easy target of 0.36, though it is 0.38, 0.36. So that is what I was looking at. I was also following this on Friday morning. So I'm looking to enter at 0.18 with a target at 0.36 for this. And again, I'm a little more optimistic on this because of this green candle. So even if it drops down a little further, I'm okay as I can increase my position. So that's my personal way of looking at this. Maybe because I had a good trade previously. Vivek sir, would you like to give a little cautious suggestion on this?
No, this trade is, I would not try to. Your thoughts are right, but I will not enter this trade at all.
Kamal, this one had mixed news. It has an acquisition news, and the earnings news was mixed. Like the volume, the revenue was high, but the losses were quite high.
Yeah, I did see that. Thanks for mentioning. And that's the reason it, even though there was this earnings release, it because their earnings release was not good, it didn't reverse. Which I thought that if earnings release has some positivity, then it might reverse. But since the earnings release was not good, so it dropped. But I'm looking from the technical perspective that from here, if it drops down further, it's going to be in oversold region from where it new buyers would enter, and it would go up from here. If it gets acquired, then obviously it would shoot up for at least for few trading sessions. So I'm kind of taking a little riskier approach. That's why I requested Vivek sir to give his uh, cautious suggestion. And as he
Then you
considers,
wait. Then you wait. I normally would not touch a penny stock at all. I think yes, all right. Now you're right. Williams R is there. It's almost at about minus 76. Chances of it going down to minus 90 are also possible.
yeah,
If you go down to minus 90, your stop would be approximately about 0.12 or 13.
yeah, at 1.3.
Right now, because it has had a negative earning, Monday, if it turns negative, it could come to 0.15 also. So you could enter in at 1.5, accumulate it, and then take it further up
Okay.
because it moves about 0.015 cent, about 1.5 cents or 2 cents. So even if it moves 2 cents, it comes to 0.165. Pick it up and then take it up for a trade of about point 0.3. 0.3, 0.275, 0.3 is good enough. That would still double it completely, almost double it.
Yes, that's a valid suggestion. I, I think this really makes sense. Thank
Kamal,
you,
is there a
Vivek sir.
possibility
If
of
you are looking it for immediate, but otherwise, of course, what you're looking at for if it's acquiring status, then 0.5 or 0.75 is also not far away because 0.5 was also achieved recently, which is again resistance 0.515 and 0.75. 0.8 was also achieved 0.85. That's it. 0.8. If it gets acquired, then these are your targets. Now, I don't know when the acquisition is expected to happen.
Kamal, is there any news about it?
So we had this earnings release, and
Now, is there news on acquisition?
uh, we had someone on the call you mentioned, right?
No, on 29th of Jan, announces proposed acquisition. That is, they're acquiring people. He is acquiring people, companies.
So AM, they are acquiring AMAC cutting.
Then you have to study what these companies are into. Are they really worth going to be adding to the business or not? Because he's trying to acquire MX Cutting, he's trying to acquire BC also. No, MX
And
Cutting.
yeah, and this might take little time to
No, it's
complete this.
only an intention to acquire. No, in that case, I would stick to my earlier target of 0.3 or 0.331.
Yeah, I was looking at this target because previously it reached up to
Because of this candle,
yeah, it reached 0.33, which had covered this gap up.
this
Uh,
gap, yes.
yeah, so there's still this gap up there, but I was looking at the next target to reach this 0.38,
36.
365 or 8,
If
0.36 to
you're at
be,
0.36, you might as well go to 0.44.
yeah, and the next, if it continues further, then the next target which I was looking as 0.44.
All right, on that green candle, which happens in January, then on that basis, 0.44 would be appropriate.
Yeah.
But
So
price is still the same, 0.165 or 0.17 or 155.
yes, sir. So I'll go with your suggestion for entering again.
Add into
Yeah,
your
position.
position.
Thank you. So
Welcome. Just remember to sponsor my ticket once you get it.
sorry.
Just remember to sponsor my ticket once you get it.
Yes. Yeah. If LT really goes to that level, I can sponsor your trip from India to here for sure. I'll make sure that I'll remove this from the recording.
I'll remind you this. I hope this is being recorded.
Yeah, I'll try to remove from the recording so that
Don't
it
remove
doesn't.
from the recording. Keep it on record.
EXPR. EXPR is one of the stocks which is from WSB. So if you are already into it, and I won't go against WSB's encouragement. So, but if you are looking to enter, mm, and again, this is for very short term based on how it has been trading. People are entering and then not selling. Uh, Still, it can means if you are looking to enter, I would suggest to enter in small position around 4.10 or 4.25. Uh, because this would be a risky trade. It has high likely that once it drops, it might fall very hard. So if you're looking to enter, just enter in small position. Yes, WSB is the Reddit group which I had mentioned, this Wall Street Bets. So a price target, again, it's difficult to say from the technicals. Yeah. But if you are still looking at price target, as you can see, it had crossed this previous support of $11 as well. So which means that eh, from 11 it has crossed this 14, almost 15. So it can cross $15 if the momentum continues, and if there are no regulations coming in from various regulators, um, and if the platforms continue to allow buying these stocks. But again, I consider this as a risky play. So you could enter at 4 with a target of 15, 16. You know, so it's a 16. So it might look to be a very attractive, but at the same time, if it falls from $4, it can easily drop near 1, where it was there about 10 days back. So the risk in this trade looks to be higher, but still, if you are willing to take a risk, then enter in small position. BB, fortunate guys, those who entered BB before. And if we are still holding BB from the company itself, it has good potential. So from the price target, we have discussed this multiple times. So the next price target could be 31, or we had discussed about 60. But I think to be realistic, maybe next price target which you could look would be around 41. If things continue in the way that it has been and there are no regulations as such. For those who want to enter BB, a buy price of 11.45. Vivek sir, do you
Yeah,
have any other suggestions?
no. 11.45 or 15. That's my buy price. That's it.
Okay.
1550.
So for those who are looking to enter BB, this could be your entry points. It would be ACQ. ACQ.
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry for that.
No problem. Okay. Yeah. So
Thank you.
no worries. I think I had mentioned some time back that those who are looking at ACQ is a better alternative I see in terms of the way it moves. So it's on, even though market is not doing good so much, you can see that it's still doing good. And if you are already into it, you're looking, are you already into it or are you looking to enter it?
I'm looking to get into it.
Okay, so I think at this point, maybe if you are being aggressive and then buy price around 26.5. If assuming the market trend that we have been discussing that on Monday, if it starts moving up in second half, so if it opens low and then it moves up, in that case, a buy limit at 26.5 or 26.45. You could set the buy limit and see towards the afternoon if it executes for a target of $29 or even more at $30. Okay.
Thank you, Kamal.
You're welcome.